Well, after a beautiful week of sunshine and above average temperatures, we are looking at quite a pattern change moving into the weekend. We'll start out nice and dry, but a cold front will eventually settle across the southeast, and that's going to bring us an opportunity for some rain. In fact, some of the first bit of precipitation we've seen over the last month. So we have been nice and dry, which was welcomed. However, a little bit of rain is also going to be beneficial for our area. And as of right now, it doesn't look like it's going to amount to much. You might see a few heavier downpours at times, but not a washout by any means. Now let's take a look at our temperatures, because this is going to be one of the main things you'll notice as we move on into today and especially tomorrow with those changes. Today, highs will be in the upper 70s to the low to even mid 80s. So likely a couple degrees warmer than where we were yesterday. And like I mentioned, it is going to come with a cold front. So by the second half of the day, it'll bring in some rain chances across the area, and then our winds will begin to shift. And that's going to usher in much cooler conditions the second half of the weekend. Sunday, many of us are going to struggle to even reach 60 degrees, and that's also going to come with very breezy conditions all throughout the day. Winds will shift to the northeast, anywhere from about 10 to 20 miles per hour, gusting even as high as 25 miles per hour. So it will feel even cooler on Sunday, but a little bit closer to fall-like weather for us. Monday, 66 degrees, and then as you can see thereafter, our temperatures are back on the rise. So this taste of fall isn't going to last for long, but it is going to feel at least a little bit closer to where we typically should be this time of year over the next few days. So let's time out the rain. If you do have any plans today, I would say the first half of the day looking nice and dry. In fact, I do anticipate us seeing a good amount of sunshine initially. Once we move into this afternoon, the clouds start to filter on in, but still with the latest model run here, still looking dry through about 2 o'clock this afternoon. Thereafter, though, we start to see that cold front push across the region, bringing scattered showers, even a few briefly heavy downpours possible. Notice it's not area wide, but it's going to be more of that hit or miss type of activity. Then moving into Saturday night, still could see a few lingering showers, and of course the clouds will be locked in at this point, and we will continue this theme into Sunday. Sunday is looking mainly dry. This is about the extent of really any bit of precipitation for the second half of the weekend, but like I mentioned, it is going to come with quite the cool down for tomorrow. So a big change from the 80s today to that potential for temperatures barely reaching 60 degrees by Sunday. Now overall, our rain chances will be the highest towards the second half of the day today, lingering on into early Sunday morning. Then we are clearing out, still going to keep the clouds locked in though, at least for the first part of next week, but nice and dry Monday through Friday of next week. And that will also come with temperatures back on the rise. Well, this past week has been absolutely gorgeous. Lots of sunshine. Temperatures have been sitting on the warmer side. Most of us were in the lower 80s yesterday, and we're looking at similar setup for today, but it's going to come with some changes, especially later this afternoon and into the evening. For the time being, though, nice and dry, but notice just off towards our northwest and north, a little bit more cloud cover and some showers starting to work a little bit closer towards our area. That's associated with a cold front, and it will bring us an opportunity for some showers later today, but it's also going to bring in much cooler conditions. So if you're a fan of a cool down, we've got that ahead. We go from the lower 80s for most of us today to near 60 degrees for an afternoon high on Sunday. So we're talking a 20-degree drop over the next 24 hours. And then as we move on into early next week, our temperatures will begin to level out a little bit closer to average, because typically we should be right around 70 degrees. So above average temperatures to well below average as we move on into this weekend. Now, as far as the rain goes, it's not going to be a washout if you do have any outdoor plans. The second half of the day does appear to be a little bit more on the wetter side compared to the first half. We're nice and dry through lunchtime. I would say even through about 1, 2, maybe even 3 o'clock this afternoon. So again, it's not a washout by any means. But once we get closer towards late afternoon and into the evening, scattered showers do begin to develop, likely becoming a little more numerous as we head towards 8, 9, 10 o'clock tonight. As far as overall precipitation goes, yes, you could see a few brief heavy downpours, but it's really going to be especially east of Greenville. Areas west of Greenville, likely less precipitation. So We're looking at some scattered showers possible on and off throughout this afternoon and even into the overnight. And then a lot of that activity will begin to fizzle on out once we head on into Sunday. Still could see a few lingering showers waking up Sunday morning, but you'll notice much drier conditions, but the clouds will be locked in. So it is going to be a fairly cloudy day ahead, but it's also going to come with very windy conditions and cooler weather. So this time of year, wind direction is key as far as how our temperatures feel. So once we move into tomorrow, winds will shift towards the northeast, bringing in that cooler air. So again, we go from the 80s to the 60s tomorrow. Scattered showers possible this afternoon, lingering into early Sunday morning, and then mainly dry conditions will persist Sunday afternoon. Then we continue to keep the quiet weather around all of next week, but temperatures will be back on the rise, likely into the mid to upper 70s towards the end of next week, but Halloween is looking nice and dry.